In the post-millennial era, rock and metal have become struggling genres in world music. But in a small town in the heart of Derbyshire, hope was born in one of the most unlikely of tribute bands.
There are no words in the English dictionary that can describe Surreal Panther.
Those guys rock and roll. They just remind me of an early Motley Crue when I was in Los Angeles.
Surreal Panther, well, it's a band. There's 4 members, a couple of retards, and some half-decent musicians in the band.
If you don't understand Steel Panther, you won't understand Surreal Panther.
Possibly the best idea for a tribute band in the world. Shame they're shit, but they're good. They're shit, but they're good. But yeah, good band.
Surreal Panther was an idea that came to me because Steel Panther have got to be the best band in the entire world, and who wouldn't want to be in a Steel Panther tribute band?
The only word that comes to me is why. Why would you bother, really? It's entertaining, I suppose.
I was trying to think of like the best way to describe Surreal Panther, and I think Surreal Panther are basically Steel Panther if they had lost all their money and had to work in Asda full time.
This is the story of the world's strangest tribute band. This is Surreal Panther, Rise of the Tributes. Our journey begins learning just how such an ambitious idea came to be.
It was a guy called Jamie that seemed to hound us for weeks, tell us to learn some songs, and we learned some songs and it wasn't very good. So what we did is we went away and then came back and learned some songs.
I wanted to join because I saw the amount of pussy those guys were getting, and I wanted a piece of that. So, you know, we got all the clothes, we got the tracks done with all the vocals already on it, which was cool for me because I don't have to do anything. And away we went. We tried it, it failed, who cares?
The vocalist, well, he sings to the best of his ability. Like I say, we're in the 22nd century now, so auto-tune is a big part of our show. You don't know that, so yeah, I am the musician of the band.
What made me want to join Surreal Panther was mainly the bitches, and then when I got here, there were no bitches.
I wanted to join Surreal Panther because I thought at the point in my singing career that I needed something that was easy and something that I could do without really playing live.
A few years back now, a friend of mine said, go see this band, they're interesting. So I went to see them, and they were interesting. I'd never experienced anything quite like it before, to be fair.
The first time I saw you was at Doncaster, and I just thought that these guys rocked the house. I thought they were the real band that had turned up. I thought these guys just kicked, and it was amazing really. I was going to introduce myself and say, hi guys, I knew you, we were in Los Angeles. But these guys were from Derby, couldn't believe it, but they really kick. With great power comes great responsibility. That's kind of what we've got with Surreal Panther. We need to do this because you guys need it.
I'd been here a few times, nice bunch of guys, but very strange indeed.
Like me. See what I'm saying, Lee? See what you're saying?
Steel Panther and Surreal Panther, I got mixed up, but you educated me, didn't you?
Yeah, Steel Panther, the American one.
Right.
And Surreal Panther, the English one.
Right, well this is my granddaughter, you see, and she's educated me on rock, hard rock and all things metal. Steel Panther and Surreal Panther. She's got her fingers firmly on the button.
A few years ago I organised a festival for tribute bands in Derby called Monsters of Mock, and Jamie got in touch with me to ask if he could play on that show. And there was the only band I've ever had a complaint about. I had an official complaint from Derby City Council, who co-organised the event with me, and some members of the audience had complained about the content of what Jamie was saying between songs.
All these bands were working so hard, everyone was like building up to going to great things, but then Surreal Panther came along. They're like that scene in Spaceballs where they think they've captured the main characters, but they've just caught the bad-looking stunt doubles.
Surreal Panther seemed to be on the path to glory. It was only a matter of time before they attracted the attention of Steel Panther themselves.
I first met Steel Panther backstage in Nottingham, and it was really, really nice when they walked in the room that they didn't know us. They just thought we were these guys dressed up as us, looking a little bit more overweight.
I mean, Jamie was very, very shy. We didn't say many words. Jamie doesn't know many anyway, so we normally draw pictures. But yeah, that's when we first met Steel Panther.
I first met Steel Panther in, would have been 2012. I remember I waited outside Rock City in Nottingham in the cold for 4 hours, and Michael Starr said to me, "If you don't have cocaine, fuck off." And that's when I first met Steel Panther.
Well, one, the guys in Steel Panther can actually play their instruments. Something I've yet to see from the guys in Surreal Panther, to be honest. Do they mind? I think they mind, don't they? That's what I've heard anyway.
Well, I think Steel Panther work hard and they party hard, and I think we do too. And I think it's perfect for us to be a tribute band because we don't have no creative talent.
Steel Panther deserve a tribute band because they are probably one of the greatest bands in the entire world right now. And if they're not one of the greatest bands in the world, they're probably the greatest band in maybe Hollywood.
I think a lot of people wasn't even aware that there was a tribute band to Steel Panther, and I think it made them realise when you see them side by side just how good Surreal Panther are to the real thing.
They're one of the greatest heavy metal bands. They're from California. They've got a great dress sense, the style is great, the no-fuck attitude. So yeah, I think they deserve a tribute band, and we're the only ones.
I think Steel Panther are big enough for a tribute band. I mean, how many bands get to headline arenas around the UK? Not many anymore, so it's certainly big enough. Why the guys in Surreal Panther would want to do it, I have no idea.
Publicity is all you need in this game. They've got the looks, they've got the talent, and what they need is to get out there and show themselves off. And with their big dongers, they have to take them with them because they haven't got real big ones themselves.
Getting the attention is one thing, but nothing prepared them for what happened next.
So these guys aren't these guys. These guys are them guys.
Yeah.
I get all mixed up. Because these guys, when I saw them on the video from Leicester, I just thought it was one big band. But they weren't, there were two bands.
No, these are the tribute band.
These are the tribute bands.
Right. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God, look. Dude, man, look. Make some noise for Sticks. Make some noise for Satchel. It's Surreal Satchel, not real Satchel. Look at Surreal Lexi. It's like his little son. Look at Michael Starr, holy shit! Oh my God! He's harder than you, Michael! Shut up, jerk!
Playing with Steel Panther was a bit of a shock to all of us. We was going to the Leicester show, and Michael Starr texted me. He was like, "Oh my God, dude, you guys have got to get up on stage and show us that you can do it for real," which made us panic a little bit because obviously we fake it on stage.
Hey, let's see if they can play odds with a Panther. This will be awesome. And we'll sing along. It'll be fun. It'll be so weird and strange. Are you guys ready? He sounds just like Michael. It's freaky.
I think any time you, as a tribute act, get that kind of endorsement from the artists themselves, that's almost the biggest tick you can get in the boxes, isn't it? You can have all the fans saying, "Wow, you're amazing, you sound just like him, you look just like him, great." But there's nothing quite like the boys themselves going, "Right, chaps, yeah, we like what you're doing."
The text us and says like, "You're ready to rock," and we just thought, you know. But we got drunk, we had a great night. It was a night off, so we were allowed to get drunk. And then Michael Starr gave us that, and we're like, "Oh dear."
It was good. we was all too pissed to play. We didn't know the songs very well. We didn't know what the song was doing until we got there. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, we went down to Leicester and we said to them that we'd really like to play, and they said we'd really like you to play. And we said we'd really like to play. And we ended up playing.
How they managed to actually play on that stage, I'll never know, because Jesus Christ, Jamie wouldn't even give Michael Starr his microphone back.
I think it was wrong because that's now made them into a bigger animal than they were before, and I think it's just gone stupid, to be fair.
I think Steel Panther were out of their minds if they wanted to let Surreal Panther out on stage with them, because they could have like mugged them, stolen their outfits, stolen their thing, their tour bus, and just gone off and pretended to be them. Like, dangerous things could have occurred, but they didn't.
So, yeah, he pulled the guitar around my neck and I felt like a god. And then I looked up and there were confetti coming down that spanner. And it was an amazing night.
That was really cool for the band to bring up their own tribute act on the stage with them. I mean, you ever see the Beatles do that? No way. But then I was thinking, I was like, fuck, man, that was a real blown opportunity. I mean, they could have sent out Surreal Panther as Steel Panther in Europe or all over the world, you know, have them go do the work while they just sit at home with their you know, beautiful children.
When I was on stage, it was a little bit strange because I'd taken a lot of cocaine that night and everything was going really fast in my head. So basically we did Eyes of a Panther in under 30 seconds, which is great because anything I can do in under 30 seconds is pretty fucking awesome.
From what I remember, it was amazing being on stage with Steel Panther, but I remember I fucked up three times. And obviously I was stood next to the guy who wrote the bass line, so I couldn't cover it up.
Afterwards, I thought we'd get a bit more attention than we did. We got a bit of attention from the band, but it was once, to be honest, it was forgot about within a few weeks.
I expected the world to respond the way they did. We got a lot of bad feedback, but at the end of the day, there is no bad feedback. We got feedback, and it was the first time we got emails coming in. It was the first time we got people commenting on Facebook. So yeah, to us, I think the way it ended was pretty good.
I thought that Steel Panther fans would just lose interest in us altogether, but it went the other way and we got some good feedback from it. People started to love us from it.
I think the bigger that the Steel Panther gets, which they are doing, is only a good thing, just like the AC/DC bands. It just goes from strength to strength, and the longer, I think the longevity of Steel Panther is set now in, the foundations have been set for that to happen, and I do believe that because of that, so will Surreal Panther be able to carry on doing gigs and going from strength to strength.
It seemed Surreal Panther were unstoppable, and soon they were on their way to the international scene, playing in Greece.
We're going to Greece, baby. We're here to pick up the private jet tickets. We can't wait. Let's go. No private jet. Yeah, Lynn?
So where's the private jet, dude?
Oh, the first international show was amazing. We got to fly out to Greece, we got to play with a lot of other cool tribute bands, and at the end of it, we'd spent a lot of money, which obviously, as a lot of people know, the band don't have a lot of.
Europe's always good, especially when you pick the hot countries. Greece, that'd be good. Shame they've got no money though.
We don't make any money at all. We seem to do this and we make nothing out of it. Hopefully we'll get paid one day. I think it's worth getting paid, but I don't think we actually will. So hopefully we can make some sort of money or even sheep or something.
Surreal Panther went out to Greece. Out of all the different countries you want to go and make money in, bit of a bad move. But that sums up Surreal Panther in a big wanna.
Greece were always good for us in the early days. We did quite a few stadium gigs there back in the 80s and 90s.
Surreal Panther playing over there is just going to make all the Europeans want Brexit even more. So I can see there being a big problem with this, because if they think that that's what's coming from out of this country, then I can understand why they want to break ties, you know what I mean? But I suppose it's something that we've just got to deal with, apologise for, say, you know, look, we're not all like this, we don't all like spandex as much as they do.
I think it was some Greece was a big move for them. Landing back in the East Midlands, though, is a bit of a downer and a bit of a rain-swept bunch of guys came back, but the glory's all there for you to be had.
When you say they played in Greece, did they play like in Greece, like lathered in Greece, or in the country Greece?
As in the country.
The country? Oh wow,
Yes.
they let them in. Okay, alright, okay.
And out.
And out, again and again, from the sounds of it. No, I think it's great for the band. Just, can they keep them? I mean, Greece needs some good things to happen for them. They can keep hold of them. I mean, we don't need them, do we?
I think it's great that Surreal Panther get to go and play internationally. Like, hats off to them. I don't fault them. And the good thing is, the more they get to play internationally, the less they play over here, so the less we see of them.
Yes, because when they're overseas, they aren't here.
I took a big risk with it, to be fair, but when I first initially thought of taking them, they were booked to do a beach party, which was going to be very, very less informal. And then through the changes, they ended up on the big stage, and they actually went down very well.
One of my fondest memories was going onto the beach when it was 40 degrees and burning myself, but it was cool because when I came away I kind of looked like a Californian surfer dude, only more fat.
Greek pussy as well. Oh, that tastes different. I mean, they talk about tapas. Spain? What? Tapas is Spain.
With the band on the rise, some underlying concerns became very clear.
All the members of the band concern me in their own way. You know, you must have a wrong mindset if you're going to think about doing something like this in the first place, so I would question that.
Well, I think any band that wears makeup is a bit sad, isn't it? It's a little bit weird. I mean, it's different for us. I mean, I don't put this makeup on, like, for fun. I mean, I do it to get into character, you know. The way the Surreal Panther do it's just a bit bizarre. I mean, I wouldn't want to put makeup on to the point where I want to fuck myself, you know. I go beyond that. If I want to fuck myself with this, I've got some serious issues going on, you know. More so than those guys have.
Well, Jamie, he means well, and with Ben and Lee, they've always been people too.
Joe concerns me a lot because, you know, that guy, I don't know how he gets dressed in the morning, I don't know how he functions on a daily basis. You know, it worries me a little bit that he's actually in the band. I mean, the guy's got a bass guitar, which you guys might not know, has got 4 strings. That guy plays one at the best of times, and if he hits the right notes, it's always going to be a good night.
I'd say the one that concerns me the most in the band would be Jamie. His job concerns me. I think he concerned me more today with his girdle that he wore today. That was interesting. And obviously all the cakes he eats.
I'd say that Jamie concerns me the most. I mean, he used to have a waist, and now it's starting to look like a weeble, and yeah, it's not good.
Jamie Starr in particular is on this downward spiral. I don't know where he's going to be next week. He's got this infatuation with Michael Starr. Who knows what's going to happen next time those guys meet? Could be serious trouble.
Jamie's he's had a really good upbringing. He's got a fantastic family who love him and who've helped him and supported him over the years through the education system and all his friends, and he's still turned out a complete idiot.
Me and Jamie go way back, and like when we first sort of met up, we both had really big ideas, big aspirations, big dreams, and I went on to bigger, better things. Jamie got big and went into Surreal Panther.
I think the member that concerns me the most is probably Ben. I mean, that guy is bitch crazy. He, you know, I like a drink, the other guys like some drugs, but Ben, it's just all about the pussy, man. He's just fucking and fucking and fucking all the fucking time, man.
Yeah, well, Benji's just so good at what he does. Sometimes my jaw hits the floor. No matter what he does, what kind of music he sets his heart to, he just does it in spades. And he's a true master of the fretboard.
I would love to get a personal point on the band. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I just can't get to Ben for the sheer number of women. I mean, I bumped into him backstage at a Cradle of Filth show and just couldn't see him for women. I'd like to touch him one day.
I know Jamie better than any of the other guys in the band. After they played the show for me, he decided he wanted to learn to drive, and that's what I do for a job, so I taught him to drive. And yeah, it concerns me. It concerns me greatly. Every day. I cry most nights.
Hey, wait, stop. What are you doing? This is the worst example of driving I've ever seen.
Maybe he needs a new profession. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's all cool. Yeah, just driving.
Surreal Panthers affect some people. It's a bit good, bad and ugly. Some people love them, some people they're not too sure. Other people, they broke. They literally broke.
Rock and roll!
People have changed careers. People have changed gender. It's been that abrupt on how they've affected them.
Who needs an instructor anyway? Hey, ladies!
I think the thing is, Surreal Panther are responsible for everything that's gone crazy this year. They were the trigger for Brexit and now Donald Trump. Surreal Panther are responsible for all of that.
The most concerning member of the band has to be Joe. His everyday life seems to be hard work for him. His dressing is obviously tries to dress and he can't. So his mum still dresses him, gets him up and brushes his teeth every morning. There's a big concern there. Hopefully he'll grow up one day.
Well, they do pick on him, and he's lucky to be in the band. I mean, he's my little sausage at the end of the day. He's a bit of a tosser, but we love him.
Dude, come on, we've got to go. We've got a gig, man.
Oh, what's up, dude?
The gig!
Oh.
Sausage! Sausage! Mummy loves you.
My bandmates are really mean to me. I mean, they like to shout at me a lot, and if I don't get Jamie cakes and stuff, he hits me. And Ben, he tells me to not tell people where he touches me sometimes. And Lee's okay. Lee's not ever mean to me.
One of the members that I do love is Little Joe. He's the equivalent of the little fat kid doing the truffle shuffle. He's not fat, he's very green. We're going to give him that. He's the new kid, he's the work experience. He's come into a situation where I don't think he knows what the hell he's got himself into. And he's probably a little bit scared. I would be if I was 10 and joined a band like that.
I was 10 years old when I met Ben, and he started teaching me guitar.
Ben's been working at the shop for a while now, and he told me a while ago he was starting this Steel Panther tribute band. And I just hope to God he had more about him effort-wise in that than what he actually does effort-wise whilst he's working.
Ben! Ben! Ben!
Here at Junction Music, we're trying to offer the best service imaginable.
Excuse me, can I have some help? I've got a guitar and it's broken. I just wonder if you can help me just try and fix it. Hello? Anybody in? I'll waste time. I'll come back to this shop again.
No question is a stupid question. Every question's got a right answer, sometimes a wrong answer, but we don't we try and make sure it's a right answer that it turns into.
Excuse me?
Hi.
Oh, thank you. So
If you put it in there, yeah. Top professionalism, everybody is classed as equal here, beginner, intermediate, we'll help you all the same. We're a good bunch of people.
a satisfied customer.
People do seem very shocked that Surreal Panther isn't my full-time job because I look bitchin'. I mean, I look really good, and a lot of other people think I'm gay. I'm not gay. Not at all.
People seem surprised that Surreal Panther's a thing anyway. When I say it's not a full-time job, they don't seem surprised because they're like, why the fuck are you doing this in the first place? But I always say to them, dude, we get pussy fucking 24/7, 397 days a year.
Surreal Panther seems like a full-time job to me. I don't really have any time to do anything else. So I have to organise all the retards in the band, trying to sort all the lights out and all the gigs out and the vans and everything else seems to have to be organised by me. So it's basically working with children, and they always say don't work with children or animals, so I'm kind of obviously working with animals and children.
How many times have I told you? It's not a fucking G, it's a D! Oh, every time, you're just not learning. You've been here since day one, you need to be practicing 27 hours a day. Okay, it's 28. I want you to take that last hour, masturbate, do what you want with it, but you're not practicing a twatting enough, are you?
No, a lot of people seem very surprised that Steel Panther let us do this in the first place, and a lot of people seem surprised that Surreal Panther was allowed to happen. And I think the UK was never ready for us in the first place, but now we're playing in London, we're really sorry. So Lex, have you got any fun facts about London?
Yeah, so 1985 he played He-Man, the Master of the Universe, and he played Ivan Drago in Rocky 5. And
facts about London.
Yeah, Dolph London. And so yeah, he was big, and
London City.
I didn't know he had a double barrel last name.
London for somebody in the UK or a band in the UK is the kind of mecca. Isn't it? If you're headlining an Underworld or even a Black Arts or whatever it is, that is a statement. And to me, you're taking yourself from that kind of local level, if you like, to a point where people in the big city, and we all know what it's like, there's 100 bands on every day. So to get the opportunity to headline, I think, in the capital, it's another tick in the box that's saying you're on the right road.
We've done London shows before, we've done quite a few where we've played support other bands. Obviously this one is our own gig, so hopefully it should be worthwhile. Hopefully we get some recognition out of it.
Well, headlining in London has always been the dream for us. I mean, we love playing big city shows like London and...
It's a great place, London. It's just one of the places you need to be, really.
London's the place to be for all these bands. It means they're further away from Ripley, which is good. But if those London people want to suck up to all the Steel Panther, Surreal Panther madness, go for it.
If you're playing in London, you've made it. Doesn't matter where you play. If you're in London, you've made it.
Of course they've made it. They're playing the Millennium Dome, aren't they?
The Millennium Dome? Wow.
I mean, you don't get much bigger than that.
Bon Jovi played the Dome. They're right up there.
It's the bowling alley at the Millennium Dome.
Yeah, but you don't tell anyone that. You don't tell anyone it's the arse end of the Millennium Dome, do you? Like the one next to like Piccolino's. You don't tell them that. Say I'm playing the Millennium Dome. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think that we've always worked really hard. Always. No slacking. So London is where we deserve to be, I think.
The Brooklyn Bowl has got to be the best American diner that I've ever fucking been to in my life. The Brooklyn Bowl is probably the second best American diner that we've ever been to. Ever.
We always sell out every single show we do in the UK. I mean, maximum 20 tickets. Once them 20 are gone, no one else gets through that door. Otherwise it wouldn't be a sellout.
Brooklyn Ball is mainly a bowling alley where they have bands on. People go there for food, and obviously, hopefully the band becomes more important than the bowling.
The Brooklyn Bowl, it's a venue. Yeah.
I have come to the Brooklyn Bowl tonight to see Surreal Panther.
What? Who the fuck is Surreal Panther?
They're a Steel Panther tribute band. Good friends of ours. And I'm really, really looking forward to the show tonight. We have a lot of history together. We've jammed so many times. And we have a lot of drinking to do together.
We've definitely not made it in the UK. There's a lot more we can do, and hopefully we get some bigger and better venues. Hopefully we get some O2s or maybe the O2 in London.
I'd say we've made it in the UK, and I think a lot of us have made other things elsewhere, such as children and such like.
Oh, hey, what's up? What, we're on stage now?
Alright, Brooklyn Bowl! This is David Lee Roth introducing this next band! Steel Panther all the way from California! She's looking good from head to toe. She's licking a party. She's ready to go.
I think we've made it in the UK a long time ago. I mean, there's no other tribute bands to Steel Panther. And a lot of the other tribute bands that are doing the 80s kind of thing, you know, they're just pretending, you know. They don't fuck bitches, they wear wigs, they wear makeup. Jesus Christ, dudes. Just fucking be normal on a day-to-day basis.
The band was living the dream, making fond memories for themselves and the fans.
We definitely need Sophie on stage right now, everybody! Come on, Soph. Sophie, this is your first bunch of flowers. Jimmy, happy the flowers. Happy birthday, Sophie. Happy birthday to you. Come here, Sophie. We're going to give you flowers.
My favourite Surreal Panther moment would have to be in Northampton. I remember I went outside for a cigarette and I came back in and Lee, our drummer, was tickling Jamie's penis with a pool cue. And Jamie was naked and I never did get an explanation as to why. But that was a pretty fucking good memory.
Last night I had this, my first threesome, which is, I know it's going to shock a lot of people, with this amazing girl, green nipples. Where's the other chick?
Chick?
The chick right here. Dude.
So what was that new thing you said you wanted to try?
Well...
I've got to say, babes, that was just the perfect night last night. You was amazing.
It was alright.
And I was... Hey, dude, how you going?
Dude, how's it going?
I'm good, man.
Good. Nikki.
Yeah.
I just spoke with my doctor.
Okay.
And yeah, you're gonna need to speak with yours. Again, dude?
Go speak to your doctor. I expect nothing less from you.
Surreal Panther takes their art very seriously. These guys went so far as to infect themselves with the exact same STDs as the original dudes. It's hardcore.
These guys are so knob-on perfect to the original thing. They went out and got the exact same STDs. Now, I know what Ben was saying when he phoned me up to tell me all about this. Gonorrhea, it's a gift that keeps on giving. But these guys aren't on the same kind of Medicare as the guys out in America. So they may have shot themselves in the foot or the dick.
From the vending machine.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jamie?
Hi.
Benji?
What the fuck have you guys been doing? You guys have got diseases that you can only get from fucking animals. How the hell have you got gonorrhea in the elbow? You guys have seriously got problems.
Dude, it says here you got a disease from the deceased. That's dark.
Surreal Panther don't make any money at all. We just kind of hope for the best. Hopefully we'll get paid in the future. So people keep coming to me for money and we obviously haven't got any. So hopefully we'll make money in the future so we can actually buy things off decent instruments, I suppose.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, dude, but I need some cash. I mean, like, I've got some readies that I need to be sorting some stuff out with.
Okay.
So can I just get some money out of the band?
There is no money. We had no money. We never make money. I can give you these. Have no more kids.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking like I just need. It's not a lot. I just need like £2,000.
1 minute. Computer says no. Bye.
Although flawed in almost everything they do, Surreal Panther were becoming a success. But would the future still be as bright for the spandex-clad prodigies from Derbyshire?
Cheers.
What does the future hold for Steel Panther Tribute Band? Generally, just more chaos. I think more chaos, yeah.
I'm hoping their egos don't get bigger and better, and the drinking habits and drug habits don't get bigger and better. So we've got to try and keep those side of them small.
Who knows what the future holds for them? Good luck to them, whatever they do. I mean, but I just don't understand who would ever be in a tribute to a hair metal band.
I think it'll just get bigger and bigger, and like the bootleg Beatles, you'll be doing arenas or Sheffield City Hall next.
A lot of drugs. A lot of trips to the clap clinic.
To be honest, I don't think we have a future. It'll be very, very short-lived, I think. I mean, how can you follow up playing with Millennium Dome?
I think in the future they'll probably get arrested a few times, probably end up, I don't know, in some sort of trouble. So no, they might make it. They might be starting a long line of Steel Panther tribute bands, who knows? But I highly doubt it.
I think the future for me is I'll probably go away and do a solo project, maybe, you know, David Lee Roth style, not be very good, and then come back and join the band later when I'm old and I can't sing.
And what about the band?
Oh, the band as well will probably carry on as a three-piece and do Rush covers.
I'm hoping that Eddie Van Halen retires and says, look, I've seen what you're doing as Surreal Panther, it's pretty bitchin'. You know, I'll be there, but I'll probably more drop down to like a guitar tech, so will you do the lead guitar work? And then I need to try to get back in touch with Sammy Hagar and resolve the whole David Lee Roth thing and try and get 2 lead singers, be a bitchin' band.
The future for my bandmates is probably not good. I could imagine Benji getting something seriously STI related and not being with us for much longer. Lee will probably go on to be a lawyer because he's studying law and doing things the right way. And if Joe ever actually gets any GCSEs, then I'll ask him how you spell them.
They mean a lot to me. I mean, Joe's about a 2, Jamie's definitely a 5, and Lee's about a 6. So yeah, we've been through a lot together. You've got to bear that in mind.
Future for me, obviously, keep going with the band. Hopefully we'll get more recognition abroad, get some Europe shows in there. Hopefully try not to die, try not to get AIDS off of Ben, and hopefully we'll see you all out there in the future.
Just keep doing what you're doing and making people happy, because I've seen you play twice now, and both times the audience just went crazy, and they're listening to them songs that they really like being presented well, because sometimes it's not enough to look the part. You have to have the chops and the band, the swagger. You have to have the stage presence, the stage craft, and it's a whole encompasses a load of things. To look the part is not enough. You have to have everything, and Surreal Panther has it all and more.
So you are the coolest grown up.
See, that's cool. Am I as cool as Surreal Panther?
You're like on the same level.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, if you're watching this Real Panther, Steel Panther, you guys rock, but these guys rock as well.
Regardless of right or wrong, it seems the Surreal Panther saga will continue, just like Twilight, only with a better story, and probably not as many vampires, or that miserable looking bloke. The story continues.
Hi, I'm Adam Farrell of Farrell Films. I've been working with Surreal Panther on this documentary, and I have to say working with these guys is an absolute nightmare. Absolutely every single thing that they've said is true. There's no messing about, no joking. They are an absolute nightmare. I mean, just look.
So we're still filming?
I just can't deal with this. Nope.